Hi everyone, Siavash here from ChiroMaxx and welcome to the first episode of how to start your chiropractic business online. In this first part, we're going to talk about how you can start using our templates in ChiroMaxx, which is built on GHL, to start building your own website yourself. So as you can see, I'm already logged into ChiroMaxx platform. If you go to the site section on the left-hand side, and then go to the website, I've uploaded one of the templates that we have in here to be able to actually work with. We have more than 5 to 10 templates just related to chiropractic and physiotherapy businesses. So if I click on this, as you can see, by default, we get 4 pages. And I'm just going to go through some of the pages and I'll show you what you get within the template. So if I go ahead and click on edit and edit page, so as you can see, we get a pretty nice website already built in. We just need to basically fill the information out. And if I go ahead and actually show you a preview, so if I click on preview, this is how it's going to look like on the desktop. So we have the logo, we have the name, we have to book an appointment online, a nice head bar. On the top, the banner, your location, sending message, opening hours, and a lot more information. If anyone asks you a question, you can put it in here, the services, advantages, and also meet the team, client testimonial if you want to add insurances that you accept, and the footer, as you can see, we can put in here, and we also have the schedule your next appointment. So you can see it's pretty nicely designed. You probably pay about 2 to 4 grand just to a website designer to build something like this for you. But you can see once you sign up with ChiroMaxx, we can actually set this up for you and you can do it yourself. So it's very professional website and everything is functional. All we need to do within the next couple of videos is to show you how you can actually edit this. All right, so let's just jump back to the editor and I'm going to talk about what's going on in here in this video. So basically kind of like get familiarized with how this whole thing works. So every element in the website builder needs to be within a row and a column and a section. So basically, as you can see at the top, we have 4 categories. So if you want to go ahead and say, hey, I want to add some more information in here in a different section, the first thing that you need to do is to add a section. And if you can see, as I move my mouse, the colors of the rectangulars are going to change. So the green one tells you that, hey, I'm a section. The blue one tells you that, hey, I'm a row. And the purple one tells you that it's a column. And then you got the orange one, which is the elements. So the elements can be moved within the row, within that specific section. You can move them around as well. And you can always add more elements as well. Now, the way that it works, it's not a simple drag and drop. So you can say that, hey, I want to drag, for example, this element to the left-hand side and to the right-hand side. It's not going to work like that. You need to be basically be able to work within the constraint of like how to add elements in, for example, the left-hand side and the right-hand side. As you can see, we wanted to have this section to be on the left. That's why we added an empty column to the right-hand side to push this guy to the left. Now let's go ahead and basically build up a section similar to what we have in here. So if I go ahead and click on the plus, and it gives a couple of versions. If you want a full width section, wide, medium, or small, because we want it to be the same as this one, we're going to go ahead and click on full width. And as you can see, it drops this thing. And the first thing that it says is like add a row. Now, if I click on that, you get a couple of options. So we've got 1 column, 2 columns, 3 columns, and it goes up to 6 columns. So columns are basically these purple guys. So for example, this row that we have in here, it has 2 columns. So don't worry if you go ahead and, like, for example, add 1 column. It doesn't mean that you can't go ahead and basically make that 2, 3, or 4 columns. I'll show you how. And now once we get this guy, Then we can add an element, and these are the elements that we have. As you can see, there's a ton of them. Calendar, bullet list, even taking orders, form submission, headline, subheadline, everything, buttons. So we go ahead, let's just put a headline in here as an example. And here we go. We just built this new section. Now, as you can see, every single one of these elements that I hover, I have this settings icon on top left. When you click on this, and if you look at the left sidebar, you will see the settings section. So this is basically where you can change pretty much everything about that specific element, from the spacing options to the background colors, image, and those kind of things. Depends on the elements that you selected, the options obviously are going to be different. So for example, if I select the settings for the headline, you can see that you can have different color options for regular text, when it's bold, when it's italic, when it's underlined, when it's actually a link, or if you add an icon to the text. And then we have the paddings, and you can also specify the font size based on the device, whether it is on mobile or whether it is on desktop. You can give shadow to that, and also the letter spacing. So as you can see, you have a lot of options that you can play with. So this is basically the editor. That was just a quick overview of the things that you can change. We're going to dive in much deeper in the next parts of this series, and basically get this up and running without actually spending $2-4 grand on a website designer. If you have the time and if you have the resources, you can basically build this yourself by following our videos. So let me know if you have any question down in the bottom section. Make sure to subscribe so you get notifications when I put the next episode up. Have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video.